Hello everyone and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today I'm in the Fuso, the tier 6 Japanese battleship. I'm on the map Fault Line in the domination game mode, and it is a tier 7 battle, but there aren't too many tier 7s around. So, I have to say I really love the Fuso. She's one of my favorite battleships. When you have a stock Fuso, it's not that enjoyable, mainly because it starts off with an abysmal range. But once you get the hull upgrade, actually, the range increases to something like 20 kilometers. And with the range upgrade, it's like 21 kilometers or something. And as you can see, the Fuso has a lot of guns. Although the turret placement of the middle turrets is not that great. Because you usually don't want to show your broadside to enemies. Now here on this map, I go here to the left side. As I have said often before, this right side here, it can be a death trap if people just shoot torpedoes through this channel and you are in a big battleship. Well, you have no way to maneuver and you're probably dead. The middle is just way too open, so even though I started here on the right side, I'll make way slowly towards the left. And then I will have a look how the battle unfolds and where I'm needed. Now here, I mean that's 20 kilometers, I'm not giving enough lead here. That was not a very well aimed salvo, although one shell almost hit, but yes, it wasn't well aimed. But as you can see, my range is a lot. I also have a range plane, so I could increase my range further for a short amount of time. So I can basically almost shoot across the whole map, which is really great. What's not so great at the Fuso is the armor compared to like the US counterpart. And here we got a great hit. Now, so far, it seems we have a few ships here on the right side. Fortunately, our destroyer is still not there, so these cruisers don't really have a spotter, but they are engaged with enemy cruisers, and if the enemy doesn't have a destroyer there as well, it's not that bad. There is a small skirmish here on the left side. And I'm just slowly making my way over there and looking for some good shots on the way. And as you can see, I can basically shoot all the way to the enemy cap. All I'd have to do is score a few good hits, which isn't that easy. Such ranges. The accuracy on the Fuso also isn't best. And that were 2 bounces. Now it looks like the enemy is committing a lot of ships to the right side, which is a bit unusual. But let's see how this turns out. We do have a battleship over there. It seems we lost a cruiser. And this destroyer is probably engaged in a fight with another destroyer. And I got some nice hits on the New Mexico. He is getting behind an island now, so I probably won't be able to hit him. Now I'm holding my fire. I'm hoping that I can shoot above this part of the island and hit him. But as it turns out, I can shoot above the island. I'm just giving a little bit too much lead. I mean, I got one hit, but now we do have a lot of ships around here compared to the enemy, so I'm not actually needed there. So now I'm considering what I wanted to do. First I thought I might get some shots at this cruiser. This cruiser is retreating behind an island. And there is a Colorado in like 10 kilometers away from me. And he's even pointing his guns at me. He's showing me his broadside. Now, while I don't get very good hits so far, he is giving me rather good shots. And probably should have watched what my shells were doing this. No idea how I managed to miss those shots. So let's take a look. Those are looking rather decent, and there you go. Knocked out a turret. Now this Omaha, he could be trying to go shoot torpedoes through this gap, and Omaha has about 5 kilometers torpedo range. I think it's 5.5 kilometers. So I want to go through this channel because I want to shoot ships over there. But I also don't want to get shot by this Omaha. But it seems like he isn't going for this channel, he is going back home. So I can turn around now and I should be quite safe. And this Cleveland might be running into the island. It seems like he has run himself into ground. Probably reversing from there now. So let's see if we can get a few hits. He's no longer spotted. Only one hit. Which is sad. But there should actually be a lot of targets to shoot around here, even though we only see this one Cleveland at the moment. So I guess most of their ships are out by islands, but now also we don't have anyone spotting for us anymore. Which could be a problem. And there is the Omaha, so he turned around. And he is coming interested. Oh, very nice. I just killed a cruiser. Which is good, because I still need cruisers for my mission. So this Omaha, yeah, he is so gonna launch torpedoes at me. So I have to expect that torpedoes are in the water by now. Someone just got, and oh, so he probably shot torpedoes way too early. Although he should have torpedoes on both sides of his ship, so... Okay. That went a lot better than expected. And seems like I didn't have to worry about those torpedoes all that much. Now there are torpedoes from some planes. I slow down, I turn. The advantage of float here is that a lot of the players don't know how to make a good manual torpedo drop, and automatic torpedo drops are often easier to avoid. Now, unfortunately, this little guy just ran into an island, so my shots completely missed. Now I try again. This time he's reversing, and someone else got it, which is good. Seems like the enemy have a big cluster of ships around here. And I just got a few good hits. But I do have quite a few battleships left. Yeah. Ouch. And another thing that I've noticed, when you look here at my health bar, there's this gray area. This gray area shows how much you will heal if you press the heal button. I think that's new, or at least it's the first time I've noticed that. So I'm just pretending that it's new. And Yeah, some good hits at New Mexico. Now there are 3 New Mexicos, and if they can hit me, it will really hurt. And yes, I'm flooding, but I can't really do much about it. Now this New Mexico is almost dead. But only almost. Now I'm risking turning my ship a little bit, because I want to shoot with my rear guns, because he is really low and I figure I could finish him off with one salvo. Of course that exposes a little bit of my ship, there isn't enough angle, but it seems like I can kill him before he reloads. Now there are torpedo bombers incoming, but they aren't going for me, I guess. Instead he is trying to kill the cruiser in the cap. Now, we have started to cap and all their ships seem to be here on the right side. So I'm still continuing going towards that direction. Because it's highly likely that some ships will try to get back here. Something. I mean, it's also entirely possible that they will just try to hide in a corner and wait until it's over. Wouldn't be the first time people do this. But really I'd expect at least a few of them to just turn around. Doesn't look like the battle. I mean, if you're already this far into the channel, he might just try going through this small gap. Don't know why this other battleship hasn't turned around yet. And there is the cruiser who is somewhat aggressive by now. Maybe he's trying to hunt a carrier and thought, screw this. Anyway, the enemy team didn't really show that much initiative in this fight, I think. They had a few push through the left side, but they just were too few and they were outnumbered and died. And while they had quite a large force here more on the right side, they didn't really push. And I mean, yes, they had a lot of US battleships who are rather slow in general. Still, I think they should have something with the amount of ships they had over here. Now this New Mexico is coming through this channel, don't have some shots at him quite yet, and this battleship has actually turned around and doing the smart thing, trying to defend. Which also means that I will now be a little bit sandwiched between those ships. Now there are shots coming for me. If I angle for one of those battleships, the other will kill me. So can't really help but expose one of my broadsides, but we have almost captured, so it doesn't actually matter anymore anyway. And there we go. That's our win. So let's take a quick look at the results. I'm quite happy with this battle. It was well played from my team, I think. The enemies were a little too aggressive on one flank and a little too passive on the other flank, I think, and the last ships were just not reacting that great to the battle and were caught out of position in the end. But yeah, guess it happens. I got myself an Unsinkable achievement for taking a lot of flooding damage and surviving the battle, which is mainly due to the fact that I got flooded and had no repair valve. So yeah, that's today's battle. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I see you guys next time.